Buying a home is obviously a big investment, huge investment, and you want to make sure you're doing it the right way. So I want to go over some ways that you can be sure you're buying a nice home and a home that you'll be happy with for years to come. So let's get into it. First of all, you want to make sure you're using a licensed professional that represents you. Now, in North Carolina, there's an option for agents to work with both the buyer and the seller, but in that case, they become basically a referee, and they're just making sure that the rules don't get broken, and they can't really disclose any information that they glean from the other party on either direction. So while you would be protected with the seller, any information that agent gets from the seller, they're not allowed to pass it on to you because they're representing both sides. In contrast to that, if you work with an agent that's only working for you, they can give you their full attention, their full opinion. They don't hold anything back, and you get a lot better representation in most cases that way. So it's always best to work with a licensed professional that represents you and only you when you're buying a home. And make sure that agent has access to on-market homes as well as off-market homes. Now, on-market homes are available to just about everybody. You can find them on Zillow, Realtor.com, all the online platforms. Now, the agent can probably deliver them to you in a more concise and in a better way, but nonetheless, you do have access to all the on-market homes, just like an agent does. What an agent should have the ability to do also is to find you off-market properties. These are properties that have not been listed yet. These are properties owned by people that are considering selling, willing to sell, but have not pulled the trigger and listed the property on the open market. A good agent should be able to find the criteria that you want in a home and market that to people and find an off-market property to consider as well. The benefit there is a lot of these off-market homes, if you find the right one before it goes on the market, you can negotiate a price without getting into a bidding war with anyone and not driving the cost way up, skyrocket the cost with a bidding war. So it's always great to be able to look at off-market properties as well as on-market properties. Make sure you also review the seller disclosure about the property when you do get under contract with an agent. The seller is required to fill out a disclosure about their property, their home, the ins and outs of it, issues that they may or may not have with the property. Make sure you review that with your agent, get the agent's opinion about any red flags that may be showing up there. You also want to make sure you get a professional home inspection. This is a big one because there are numerous things, as you can imagine, that can be wrong with a home that you cannot tell with the naked eye just by touring it with your agent. So it's always best to get a professional home inspector, go through the home, they write up a report, of course. Now, they always find something. There may be small things that, don't matter to you, but there also may be big things like foundation issues or roof issues or, anything else that radon may be present in the home, and you would not know that any other way. So it's always great to get a professional home inspector. And a good agent would make sure that the home sale is contingent on a satisfactory inspection. So make sure the agent you work with knows that, hey, I'm not going to buy a house with issues, and that's spelled out in the contract, and that you want to make sure you have a satisfactory home inspection before you move forward with the purchase. So these are all some of the ways to make sure you're buying the best home, a nice home for you that will keep you happy and safe for years to come. So contact me. My information is attached to this video. Contact me. We can go over the whole process together, and I can answer any questions you may have.
Hey, it's Brian Goldberg, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you'll never see me again. I consistently put out helpful content for those that are currently in the real estate market. This information can be extremely helpful for your buying and selling needs, so be sure you like and subscribe here. And most importantly, leave a comment to let us know if this video was helpful for you. We are here to help the North Carolina mountain community, and we always love your thoughts and questions. Follow now, and then we'll see you with our next helpful video.